Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be finishing off the Guardians of the Galaxy Epic Quest, which means we are going to be getting Tier 3 StarLord. But just in case you missed it, I also went ahead and Tier 3'd Odin on stream because we had some crazy fan love shown on stream, so I had to do it up for them and those people there that were just showing mad love in the stream, so you know who you are. But just in case you missed it, I will show you here the Tier 3 animation for Odin. We'll do a separate video for Odin Tier 3, but take a look. You got the crow sound effects, and then he pulls up. You got the horse sound effects. Beautiful. One of the best, if not the best, Tier 3 animation, Tier 3 advancement animation in the game for my dog Odin. And now let's go check out, of course, StarLord's Tier 3 animation, because we are 98% complete the Epic Quest. So all we have to do is click acquire. So let's click acquire here. The music is good. It's not as good as the music was in the sneak peek, because that was, remember, that was the Tier 3 sneak peek for StarLord, and then when he put on the headphones, it said T3 in his eyes of his helmet. But it's pretty good. It's a bit strange that the in-game music doesn't cut out when other music pulls up, right? The only music that cuts out the in-game music is Luna Snow's theme song. I really wish that Netmarble Monster would do what they did. I take any moment to complain about Marvel Future Fight. Hang on a second. So where to now? Come with me to Chandelar. The Shi'ar will throw a feast in our honor. Royal ceremonies aren't exactly my style. Believe me, I tried. Next time the universe is in danger, maybe give us a buzz, okay? Preferably before everything spirals into cross-dimensional chaos. After all, there's a reason they call us the Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, if you excuse us, this was supposed to be our day off. I am Groot. Oh, and Groot says you're welcome. That's pretty nice. Nice way to wrap up the story there. But, okay, Lord of Stars. StarLord, Lord of Stars. I get it. But yeah, so like you see here, right, when you go to Luna Snow's page, in any way, except for the character menu, but when you go here to Luna Snow's page, listen. Right? The music fades out, and her music comes in. Right? This is great. But why is it only for one character? There should be, you know, groups of characters that have their own sort of theme song. You have the X-Men theme song that was introduced when the X-Men were brought into Marvel Future Fight in 2017. Anytime you go to one of the X-Men, the music should fade out and the X-Men music should fade in. There's that there's that amazing Inhuman song that we talked about in a previous video, Battle for Atalan. When you go to any Inhuman, the music should fade out and the Inhuman soundtrack should fade in. I think they should definitely do that. It would definitely make players more hype about the game, and it would definitely be a huge, thing for players. They would get more hype about playing. It would be a lot of fun. Now, I can't believe I actually tier 3'd 2 characters in one day. Yeah, 2 characters in one day. I know. So let's take a look at StarLord. First of all, I don't have the new uniform. No, we're gonna be. Listen, I didn't think. You know, you have that thing. It's like emergency smash, or like, emergency glass that you have to smash only in an emergency. I don't know what it's called, but it's like break in case of emergency. Yeah, I had that. I didn't know I was gonna need to use it so soon. I thought we were gonna get sneak peeks this week. I thought there was gonna be more content to talk about in the game. There really isn't that much. So I made content, right? Of the content that I was avoiding playing, to try to make a statement to the devs about how, parts of the Epic Quest are very poorly done. But yeah, that's why I haven't purchased this uniform. I'm not going to purchase it for full cost. So we're just going to do our best to enjoy our Tier 3 StarLord as he is with his Infinity War uniform. Now, he gets a big upgrade from his grounded uniform, but I didn't purchase it at the time because I wasn't using StarLord for anything. And unlike other characters, unlike Odin or other characters, he really needs his Tier 3. Without his Tier 3, even at Tier 2, StarLord grounded is just not good enough to contend and compete with other high-value Tier 2 characters. There's just way too many strong Tier 2 characters in Marvel Future Fight. He just doesn't do enough. It's really that Tier 3 skill that does it for him. And not only is it the Tier 3 skill, but it's also the Tier 3 skill when you combine it with the leadership. He doesn't have the leadership ability, but you combine it with the leadership of either Dr. Voodoo or White Fox. It really doesn't matter which one you use, but you get that 40% increase to debuff effects, which will push his all defense down from minus 70 to what? Minus 98, I believe. 70 times 1.4. Yeah, 98% all defense down for 10 seconds. And it's minus 30 each hit. So basically in 2 hits or 3 hits, it's all the way up to basically just under 100%. Now, the good thing is with the more recent update, they did fix his skill, because this skill, Guardians United, was previously giving him guaranteed crit rate. And what that was doing was, once the guaranteed crit rate from his Guardians United buff went away, I believe it was that crit rate, that 50% crit rate for 8 seconds, it was guaranteed crit rate. When that would go away, his guaranteed crit rate, which is 30%, which is lower than the 50%, would disappear. So he would actually lower his own damage in between tier 3 skills, which was really dumb. But yeah, so we don't have the new uniform to really enjoy here. He doesn't have any abilities on any of his old skills. Like, literally, they're all vanilla skills, which is crazy to me. It's all just damage. He has absolutely nothing. Now, on his new uniform, let me just remind myself what we're missing. So we're missing the 30% guaranteed dodge instead of 10% dodge. Okay. And then we are missing, let's see here. We are missing all defense down, which is okay. It's kind of helpful. It's not the most helpful. The minus 40 is okay. It'll go up to what? Minus 52? 40 times 1.4. 56. Okay, it'll go up to 56%. That's not bad. And then, okay, he's missing 5 seconds of damage immunity on Elemental Storm. And then the accumulation. Yeah. So this is the one we're going to miss a lot. This is accumulation based on damage dealt. And he gets 1% attack per each accumulation. And he has a 45% all attack bonus on top of that for 10 seconds. So that's like a lot. That's a lot of attack. It's a lot of self buffs that we are going to be missing out on by not having that. But in the meantime, let's just go ahead and see how good he is. I've heard that he's still good. It's all about that tier 3 skill anyways for StarLord. Wow, stage 5 Power of Angry Relic. That's pretty bad, I have to say. And he's got a crit damage 180. This is a very old obelisk. Okay, I have not played with StarLord in a very long time for obvious reasons. He's just not that good. Okay, wow, I'm overcapped on cooldown, and I'm missing 6% ignore defense. What is this build, Alex? What did you do? I'm overcapped by 11% on crit damage. I don't understand. What is this build, dude? This is so crusty. Okay, sure. Wow, rare. All defense. Why isn't it dodge? There's so many things wrong with this build. This pains me right now. This pains me. Okay, sure. Crit rate. All right. So we're going to re-roll this crit rate here to ignore defense. I don't know what I was smoking, but this is like a 2-year-old build, right? Because here's the thing. 2 years ago, 2018, StarLord was terrible, right? Just terrible character, only used for his leadership. And then Infinity War comes out, he gets this uniform, he becomes usable. I buy the uniform, and I basically just throw him into Shadowland anyways. I wasn't using him for top tier content anyways. But yeah, we're still overcapped on crit damage by 12%. Okay, so it's all from the obelisk then, obviously. Yeah, nothing we can do about that. Well, yeah, nothing we can do about that. He doesn't have any crit rate or crit damage, Uru. Let's see how he does. Let's just go into some contests, see how he does. I'm interested. Let's see how he does against Cull Obsidian. We can see how he does against StarLord, against Ebony Maw as well. Ebony Maw doesn't have the cleanse, but let's try him against stage 70. Let's see, can he do stage 70? I don't know. Let's find out. He has guaranteed crit rate, so we're not going to give him that. So we're going to go with, we're actually going to go with 2 speed types. We're going to go like this because they have the crit damage team up. Although we just said he was 11% overcapped on crit damage. He doesn't need the crit damage. But anyways, we're going to go with this. And then, because it doesn't matter between Dr. Voodoo and White Fox, I don't believe that he has a team up with Dr. Voodoo. Yeah, no, he doesn't. So this will give us, this is something. It's something. Maybe you need the crit damage. Who knows? And then he doesn't need the all defense down, but the mind control from Rachel would be very helpful. And you know what? I honestly almost think that the mind control from Professor X would be maybe more helpful. Maybe not more helpful. Yeah, you know what? Let's just go with this. Let's just see. What is it? Is it a 160 proc? Man, this build is so bad. This is like my worst built tier 3 character. Do I still have a rage on Iron Man? I might take that off and give it to StarLord. Poor Iron Man. Been so overshadowed. But let's see. This is old uniform StarLord. Does anyone play with old uniform StarLord? I don't even know. It's a 180 damage proc. Okay. We have to be very careful with these iframes. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna proc on the tier 3. I heard that as soon as Yondu comes out, and we already saw Yondu, you can switch. Like you can go into another skill. The other problem with this StarLord uniform is that his the damage is there's like no damage. I'm dead. Oh boy. Okay. Wow, there's that big of a difference. Is he just basically unusable unless I get the uniform? Okay, let's go down to stage 60. The problem with StarLord is, believe it or not, his fifth skill has a lot of physical damage. There's a lot of missiles that get shot down from the Milano that are physical. So actually, if you fight that, we'll pop the Nick Fury shield as well. If you fight that stage, the She-Hulk stage, the She-Hulk relay in Shadowland with StarLord, and you're not careful, he reflects him and dies. As he comes out of his, right there, as he comes out of the iframe on 5. There's like no damage there, eh? Wow, the new uniform is that big of an upgrade. He takes so long to get into the iframe on 5. Cancel right into 6. Okay. Why does it slow time so much? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of these slow time skills, but his tier 3 really does slow time. Man, there's like no damage here. I'm big sad. Okay, we missed the proc, so we're gonna have to dance for a little bit longer. Let's try to proc on tier 3. Here we go. Now, normally you'd cancel. With the new uniform, you cancel. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, 2.5 bars. Not bad. We get some more damage out of... Okay, there you go, because we stacked up the all defense down. See, that was pretty good. I was trying to rush the tier 3 to build it up. Bad idea. Let's pop 5 into 6. Yeah. Yeah, for some reason the all defense down didn't stack up there. Dang. I mean, there was that one burst of damage, but I basically can't cancel the skill, eh? Basically can't cancel the tier 3. Maybe it's also because he's not using a rage. He's using a regular damage proc. But yeah, that damage is not very hot. His old uniform is brutal, eh? Okay, let's try stage 60 Ebony. Ebony is a lot more susceptible to all defense down. So this may work in his benefit a little bit more. But man, this just goes to show you that some characters, and a lot of people feel the same way about Odin. That he really needs his uniform, and that without his uniform, there's really not a rework for him. And you can sort of argue the same thing about StarLord. Even if you go ahead and finish the Epic Quest just for Beta Ray Bill, if you don't buy that uniform for StarLord, he's not doing anything for your roster, even at tier 3. I mean, he could do higher Shadowland stages, but you're not going to use him in World Boss. Like this? Would you seriously use this character in World Boss? I don't think so. I mean, would you want to give this guy a rage? I don't think so, right? You'd be worried that you're going to get ripped off. Right? Alright, we're just going to rush the tier 3 build-up. Oh my. There's the tier 3. We're not going to cancel anything, just let it play out. Then we're going to cancel 5 into 4, try to get the next proc. No proc. 3. That's not bad. Then again, it's stage 60 for a tier 3 character with 98% all defense down. I mean, you could. Some of this comes from having an obelisk instead of a CTP, but at the same time, we know someone like Beta Ray Bill, right? Oh, I missed. Oh, I missed. I messed up there. This is off proc, and because he's iframing, I believe he's doing like 1 damage. Okay, that's pretty good. That's not bad. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. But we know Beta Ray Bill can do past stage 60. He does have elemental damage, whereas, you know, StarLord doesn't. He's just energy damage. But we know that Beta can do past stage 60 at level 60, right? Oh, shoot. I had to switch there. So, did he did that in the he did that in the middle of my tier 3? Right? That's annoying. He just sort of canceled my tier 3. That's super annoying, dude. The thing that I like about StarLord, the one thing that I've always really liked about the character is the movement, right? So you can move around a lot. So you're on this side, you're on that side, and especially when Ebony does those meteors. Oh, he did it again. Oh my, dude! He's so annoying. Let's just, for reference, let's see how much Dr. Voodoo does with a CTP of Rage. Okay. But is that with StarLord's all defense down? What was that? Whoa. What was that, bro? I'm coughing up. What was that? Was that because the StarLord's all defense down? What happened there? That was a doozy. He did like 6 bars in an instant. I mean, Dr. Voodoo's good, but he's not that good, is he? Okay, I'm going to have to investigate that separately, but his all defense down is minus 45. So even with his own leadership, I believe that's like minus 60? Minus 63, yeah. That damage was pretty savage. Now, I really love Dr. Voodoo, so I went full out on his build. Like, I gave him a near max build from the get-go because I really like him. But, man, I even gave his, yeah, I even got 2 of his gears to 25. Wow. That was a bit of a surprise, even for Voodoo. Wow. Dang. Okay, well, StarLord showcase. StarLord half janky showcase turns into Dr. Voodoo WTF moment. Awesome. Well, let me know what you guys think of StarLord. It's pretty much a 100% guarantee that you have to buy this uniform. Not only does it look better stylistically, aesthetically, but yeah, the accumulation, the 45, like just say that to yourself, 45% all attack, right? Plus the accumulation, plus the immunity, plus his skills themselves, right? The 1 to 5 skills probably deal more damage because it's a 2-year-old uniform. It's a 2-year gap. So it's pretty much a guarantee, which is a bit frustrating because you invest so much into the Epic Quest. You're sort of forced to tier 3 StarLord, and then on top of that, you have to buy the uniform. You have to invest 1,000 crystals. Otherwise, you're essentially getting Beta Ray Bill and then having a sort of, you know, one-armed tier 3, right? So it would have been nice if they could have discounted the uniform. You know, if in the future they want to do this Marvel Future Fight, maybe if you're going to tie tier 3s to Epic Quest and you're going to tie rework uniforms of those tier 3s to the same Epic Quest, then maybe one of the research missions should have involved actually obtaining StarLord's uniform with the research missions, and maybe players could have invested or sort of used crystals to upgrade the research mission, and maybe when they get to 500 or 750 crystals, which was the old cost of the uniform, they would unlock or complete the research mission and they would have StarLord's new uniform. I think if they had done something like that and sort of connected it to the Epic Quest and to the update, then players would have been a lot more comfortable. You're like, hey, you're giving me a little bit of a discount. Even if it's a small discount, you're giving me a 500 crystal discount, a 50% discount on this uniform, or it's more than 50%, but okay, whatever. You're giving me a 1,000 crystal discount on this uniform. You know what? I'm happy. I'll happily tier 3 StarLord and invest these materials just to unlock level 60 Beta Ray Bill, because that's what you're asking players to do, right? If they want to play with Beta Ray Bill, they have to tier 3 StarLord. So yeah, just a thought. But I will be picking up this uniform when it's on sale, and then I will give you guys an updated tier 3 of him. But right now, maybe I'll try him in GBR, but I would be shocked if he is anything but useless. his damage was barely good enough to impress me on stage 60, which is what most tier 2s are doing nowadays, like Professor X, Beta Ray Bill, and Odin. So yeah, hit me in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of StarLord tier 3. He's got the dance moves, he's got the music. I just wish that music would come on whenever you play with him. It'd be cool. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.